singles as Angus of Hong Kong, China, the 4th seed, takes on Shi Feng of China, the 6th seed. So we've already had one winner in the men's singles semi-finals. Lin Chunyi played brilliantly against Shi Yuqi. It'll be fascinating to see who he goes up against, whether it's Angus or Shi Feng.
Angus from Hong Kong, China.
So Angus comes out, someone who's won a former World Junior Champion. That was actually in boys doubles back in 2012. He's won a couple of medals at the East Asian Games in 2013, a silver in the men's team event and a bronze in the men's doubles. And he's also won a bronze at the Asia Mixed Team Championships in 2019.
From China.
Shi Feng is a former youth Olympic champion. He won gold medal at the Buenos Aires Games in 2018. He's also a former world junior champion. That was in mixed team events in 2017 and 2018. He got a bronze in the boys singles that year. And he's a former Asia junior champion in the mixed team event. They've met once before, and that was at this very tournament 3 years ago, where Long won in 2.
Decide your service.
Feng is starting at the near end, as you watch it on the screens. The end that we feel, the end that the players prefer.
Yeah, that seems to be the better side to start off on.
I watched Long last week in the Indonesia Masters. He was in full control against Nishimoto, but couldn't finish things off. 181, almost 6 foot, 28 years of age. His highest ranking is 6th. He's currently 18th, and that 6th place was achieved in November 2017. He's also got one title to his name, and that's the Thailand Masters, this very tournament in 2020. He's had some interesting opponents here. Has dropped a game against Chiam Junwei of Malaysia, beat the 8th seed Ng Tze Yong along the way. Shi Feng, slightly taller at 182, 23 years of age, and that's his current ranking as well, his highest just a few weeks ago at number 20. He has won one title on the World Tour. That was a Canada Open all the way back in 2019. He has finished 2nd here in Thailand before, but that was in Thailand Open, losing to Lee Zijia in the final. A couple of your compatriots along the way, Samir Verma and Sai Praneeth. And took a game off Sai Praneeth. You didn't happen to hear anything of their comments about this player here?
It was a good match that Sai played yesterday. I didn't get to watch it. Then it was also a long match. So it's going to be interesting.
Yep.
See what's going to happen today.
2 Thai officials here, Manit and Yutakan. There's been the same coach there at that end, and I'm sure he's reiterating things to his players. And as you very correctly pointed out, I mean, you have to take a so-called risk, and I'm saying risk with inverted commas, early on if you're wanting to test things out at that more difficult end.
Absolutely, especially when you're starting off the match. The first initial few points, you can go for it and try and test and see how you can get your lifts and your length. It's pretty important to do that, especially at the start of the game. It's harder to do once the game progresses.
Play.
Just give me an idea here, Ashwini. When you're coming on to play, are you paying attention to the matches prior to your match? Are you watching it somewhere? Or are you just focusing on what you have to do and warming up and stuff like that?
I normally tend to come a little early and see the previous matches that are going on court that I would be playing.
Right.
It gives you a sense of like understanding as to what the conditions on that day is.
Right.
Because it varies, it's not the same every day. Even though it's not a lot of difference, there are a few differences.
That's a good start here for Ang Ka Long.
Service over. 1-3.
First point on the board for Shi Feng. That's okay though, you're all right with that.
Yeah, because those 3 tosses were really good. Just missed it by hitting it out on the side. But the lengths were really good.
I mentioned Ka Long had 2 epic matches first against Kanta Tsuneyama, I should say, not Kenta Nishimoto, the quarterfinals of the Indonesia Open Masters last week, and then against Chico Aura Dwi Wardoyo, where he had match points, he had big leads, and he couldn't convert. Lost in the semi-finals.
That was a good shot by Shi Feng in the back of the court. But it's quite nice to see that Ang Ka Long seems to be in control so far, because he's quite confident with opening up the game. Not too worried about lifting.
Service over. 5-4.
So, for you so far, Ng seems to be managing things fairly well on that end, on that far end.
Yeah, he seems to be really confident, so far at least.
Talk about confidence there. What a shot.
That was an amazing cross-court backhand shot.
That is so good to watch. As is that one. Well, you talked about his confidence. He's doing very well in here. Ang Ka Long with a 4-point lead. That just skims the net. Shi Feng, important for him. He doesn't want Long to start building up an imposing lead.
Yeah, that was an important defense shot for Lee.
Body shot there, hard to get out of the way.
8.
And Kalong didn't quite get it past Lee on that one.
Well, 3 points in a row for Lee.
7, 8. Service over.
And he finally breaks that run, Long.
7. Service over.
Well done by Lee to get past Kalong's offense. Quite steady on his defense, Lee, in this rally.
Nice winner there from Long.
Service over. 10, 8.
It's pretty hard for Lee to get past. His lift didn't really go all the way at the back, making it quite easy for Long to finish.
Long won his home tournament, the Hong Kong Open, back in 2016, defeating SIRIVANNAVARI in the final.
Service over. 9, 10.
This is a tight one so far. And draws level here, Shi Feng. It's Long, though, has that slender lead in this first game, 11-10.
That was a good cross-court smash, but a little too close to the line. But so far, I would say both seem quite confident. Been a good start to the match.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 10, play.
Good way to kick things off in the second half of this first game for Shi Feng.
Well done by Lee. That rally. Good offense.
Ashwini made a good point during that interval that actually when nice winner there. When Long won the 2020 Thailand Masters, it wasn't at this Nimibut Arena. It was at the indoor stadium Huamak. Has changed arenas at times.
Interestingly,
there's never been a winner from China in the men's or women's singles, but we will have one this year. Chinese players in the women's singles final.
Service over, 12-13.
Shake of the head there from Long.
That was a good idea by Long. Kept the shuttle down, but missed that high whisk.
Service over, 14-12.
Such good variation. He's not afraid to like toss back and mix it up with drops and smashes. We haven't seen a lot of players do.
Yeah, he's not letting the conditions overwhelm him so far on that side. And he's now building himself a decent lead here, 3 points.
Service over, 13-15.
Shi Feng staying in this.
That's good alertness by Lee. Waiting for Long to play the net shot.
Thank you.
Just the 1 point in it. It's been a very tight match so far. There's only one way that was going to end.
Service over, 16-14.
Done by Long.
Long coming into this tournament as a experienced player. 455 matches played over his career. 62% win rate. Emphatic from him. 3-point lead. Shi Feng, 73% win rate.
14.
114 out of 157 matches. If he can take this first game on that end, we've seen that already, how important it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kalong.
But looking at the way Lee's playing, I feel like even if he gets onto the other side, we would see him play a good game because both of them are attacking really well and they're making sure to keep the shuttle down. But the good thing is, from that side, Kalong isn't scared to like lift and open up.
Right.
While at the same time, he's making sure that he's capitalizing on the fact that he's from the faster end and making use of his attack really well.
Well, Kalong still has some work to do here.
17. Play on.
Couple of good points here for Shi Feng to narrow that lead to just 1 point. And he's drawn level, Shi Feng.
17 all.
That was good attacking play by Lee. Right onto the body of Kalong, making it really difficult for him to defend.
Oh, is there a twist in this now? Shi Feng, 3 in a row. He's got the momentum. Wouldn't make it over.
18-17.
Well retrieved by Kalong. That was a hard smash. And he defended that really well. I don't think Lee expected it to come back.
That was the one you were talking about, wasn't it? And looked to be a winner, but it hit it back on Kalong.
Okay, thank you.
That's a good angle for us, because that certainly looks in to me, but did you see
It looked into me too. Actually a hard angle to guess.
Really? Oh, I quite like that, just because a couple of times we've been here. Let's see, we both think that's in. Let's see what the challenge is, Shi Feng. You obviously prefer from the top to see the better angle. Okay, what do we know? It is out. Good challenge there from Shi Feng. Very, very tight, this one. Remember, he had a 4-point lead a short while ago on Kalong.
Service over.
Kalong, who lost in the opening round of the Malaysia Open to Ginting and the India Open to Vititsan, who went on to win it. And Chico Aura Dwi Wardoyo, who won the Indonesia Masters. Oh, excuse me. Jonathan Christie won it, beat him in the final. And Lee, he's taken the lead at a very important juncture. after being behind for most of this match so far.
He's a lot more aggressive now, Lee.
Can you please? Okay. Play on.
See what he was trying to do there.
Over.
Yeah.
19 all.
But it seems to be a different match. Because you see Anka Long lifting and tossing really well at that. As well as attacking, compared to the last couple of matches we've watched, where players from that end have literally struggled to be in control.
That's been the longest rally so far, 29 shots. Pretty points otherwise.
Play.
That's good. Shi Feng has a game point here.
20, game point 19.
This is a really exciting first game. Both players gunning to get points, being aggressive, being alert.
Very, very tight, this one. That's a fine winner for the opening game here, Shi Feng,
Shi Feng, 21,
who was under
19.
pressure for most of it and came good when it mattered most.
Quite a bit of a turnaround. First game.
Remember, he was something like 18, 14 up a short while ago on Kalong. Couldn't hold on to that lead. And that has cost him. Shi Feng has taken game one, 21-19.
Second, 20 seconds. Second game, level Play. Service over.
So this change event now with Shi Feng having taken the first game. And you're saying, Ashwini, you'd like to see more of what he was exhibiting towards the end of that first game, right?
Yeah, definitely. I feel if Lee sticks to what he did at the end of the first game, from that end of the court,
Too long.
it would definitely help him.
Song Ka-long has got the early lead. Remember, he had the lead for much of that first game till around the he lost the lead at 18-19.
I wouldn't have expected him to toss that shot though.
You wouldn't have for Lee?
No.
Yeah.
I thought he would go for a smash there.
Four quick points for Song Ka-long.
Seems to be a bit passive at the start of the second game, Lee.
Very, very good start here for Song Ka-long.
Long.
And he finally gets his first point on the board in the second game, Shi Feng.
1-5.
Wasn't the best of lifts, but got away with that.
There to be taken.
2-1.
Nicely done by Lee. So early and on top of that.
Service over. 6-2.
Talked about how Song Ka-long had done this year. Shi Feng was out of the opening round of the Malaysian Open to Lo Kian Yu. He lost to Ginting in the quarterfinals of the India Open. And Lo Kian Yu, again, his nemesis,
7-2.
beating him in the opening round of the Indonesia Masters. It's by far his best performance this year. Tournament, Shi Feng.
8-2.
Well, it's a nice 6-point lead here that Song Ka-long has got.
Thank you.
Wants to obviously arrest that progress of his opponent. As you say, Ashwini, he's not been a bit passive so far for you.
Yeah. He hasn't really taken the game of Ka-long in the second
Service
game.
over. 3-1. 8.
But then he started off similarly even in the first game.
Yeah, he
and
did.
It changed towards the end.
I'll get going in that one.
Service over. 9.
One of the longer rallies that they've had.
We haven't seen any rally with so many tosses back and forth.
Service over. 4. 9.
Still a good 5-point lead here for Unkalong.
Thank you.
That one's good.
Service over.
And that's what you can do from this end.
4.
He's playing very well at the moment, Unkalong. 11-4 up in game 2. Shi Feng taking that first game.
That was a brilliant smash. Lee didn't really get that length though. It makes such a huge difference.
Absolutely right. This was something we've seen in earlier matches. We're not getting that length. Gets put away.
Second. 20 seconds. (11-4) play.
Well, Unkalong has played very well in this second game, but probably aided by Shi Feng, sort of going into a bit of a shell in the second game, hasn't he?
Yeah, Unkalong's definitely been on top of the first couple of points in the second game, but it's important that he remains playing the same way and doesn't change strategy.
Some way behind here, Shi Feng.
Service over. 12-6.
Brilliant smash. But again, every time the shuttle hasn't gone to the baseline, both Unkalong as well as Lee have been able to finish it.
Yep, he does the job there.
Service over. 7-12.
He needs to put on a run here. He's not managed to score more than 2 consecutive points in this game. Shi Feng. But Unkalong has managed to run of 5 points in a row.
Service over. 13-7.
The lead is up to 6 points again.
That was a really good drop by Kalong.
7. Seven.
Imposing 8-point lead here for Ung.
Seven.
This one looks to have already run away from Shi Feng, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does seems to be like that.
17.
How much is going through a player's head of like, well, when it's this far ahead, I need to kind of start thinking of the next game.
It looks like that's
18-7.
exactly what Lee's doing here. Because, I mean, Kalong's definitely got a massive lead.
Yeah.
At 18-7. But it's going to be hard for Lee to come back, having given away so many points.
19-7.
That's a massive 10-point lead. And big, you mean it's also that shift now in that mentality, right? Having been thrashed in the last game. How do you shift that around? Is that what you mean?
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, having won the first game,
yeah,
and being down in the second,
7.
you don't have that urgency because you know that you're at least one game up.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, let this game go. Fresh start with the next one.
Right.
It's going to be pretty hard to come back from 8-20 down to go on to win this game.
Yep, that's what he's staring at now. 12 game points for Ung Kalong, who's done it very comfortably. Now we're going to go into a third. Ung Kalong has won that second game, 21-8.
1 game more. Second, 20 seconds. Final game, blue ball, play. Service over, 1 love.
First point Lee in this deciding set.
2 love.
It's really important for Lee to make sure that he gets the lead here, playing from this end, going into the next side after the break.
Service over, 1-2.
I really like how Enkalong and Lee are playing this match because both players are making full use of the court, making sure to get their lifts in, making sure they're getting their smashes in, and making each other move and really cover the entire court. Pretty good. Good smash and follow through by Enkalong.
So Enkalong just edging in front. A very emphatic win from him in that second game. In theory, he should have all that momentum coming into this third one. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it, from Shi Feng?
Well done by Shi Feng with that cross-court smash. It's really important he does that more often.
Yeah. I don't think he really has he? Played that late. Could probably go back towards that late shot that took a gamble.
Nicely done by Lee. Finish that rally.
Thank you.
Well, a very different feel
5-3
to this third game now.
Lee is capitalizing on the fact that Enkalong's not really getting his length. And it's important to make sure that those shots are put down.
Just out. He is going to challenge that, Shi Feng.
Shi Feng challenges call out.
Looked out to me.
Yeah.
Tough. Sliding across.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 4-5. Play. Service over. 6.
Nicely done. Lee set himself up for the weak return with a really good net shot. Made sure he forced Anka Long to lift shot.
Service over. 5, 6.
And no one yet taking firm control of this game. Well, he's done that beautifully, Shi Feng.
Service over. 7, 5.
Really good touch and nicely played by Lee.
Just wondering there, Ashwini, because Li Shifeng struggled on the far end in the last game, so given that he's only got half a game here on this end, is he trying to get as big a lead as he can before having to go to the other end? Was that kind of in his thinking or not?
Service over.
Could be his thinking, because it's important, because he didn't have the best game on the other side. But since this is the third game, you have no choice but to make sure that you do the best that you can from this side, so that you have better advantage once you get onto the other side.
Doesn't make it over.
Catch that shot. That was a really good dribble.
Yeah, right over that. Look at her dancing on it. Nothing you can do about that.
Back on court.
Anka Long just in front.
Service over. 8-0.
Good variation from both players. Nice cross-court slice from Lee to win the point.
So just that 1 point then, Li Shifeng in front. You might be a bit frustrated by that one.
9-0.
Ooh, well wide.
10-9.
Couple of disappointing shots for Shi Feng. It's Shi Feng who goes into the interval of game 3, 11-9 up.
Yeah, he's got to be a lot more patient and changing ends and going into the last and final leg of this third game. It would be important that both players play smart.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Okay, please coach. Eleven 9. Play.
So Shi Feng is on the end that we feel is the one that the players are preferring at the moment, and he's now got a 3-point lead. He's in a fairly decent position here, isn't he, Ashwini?
Yeah, he does seem to be in a fairly good position so far. But he's making use of the fact that he started off well on the disadvantageous side.
Right. And that kind of goes back to the point I was making earlier, that Shi Feng, as much as you say he has no choice but to do as well as he can, he didn't take advantage of it.
He did.
And he now finds himself trailing by 5 on the tougher end.
Shi Feng's definitely a lot more confident. He's going all out with his shots. Playing a lot more freer.
That's good. Just want to get into the mindset of the player here, Ashwini, in terms of having a challenge here from Shi Feng as we await this. When the ends are quite clear, which is the one that's advantageous to a player, now how much is that playing in a player's mind, knowing, oh, I'm going to finish off on this end, that's advantageous to me, or I'm at the not so good end, that's disadvantageous to me. How much does that play into the player's mind?
Quite a bit, I would say. But it's really important as a player to make sure that it doesn't get to your head.
Right.
And that's the challenge.
So the line is, it's in your mind, but don't let it get to you.
Exactly.
Right. Easier said than done, right?
Absolutely.
From us looking on into the court, you guys are taking, you've got a lot of things going on. There's so many factors for you to take into account, right?
Yeah, but I feel that's where it's really important to have a good relationship with your coach. Because at moments like this, it matters. Because if you are someone who listens to your coach, they can guide you through these difficult situations. But if you're someone who tends to go blank at times, then it's very difficult.
And in your case, when you're playing in a pair, that's where the partners sort of work with each other and talk to each other and keep themselves going, right?
Yeah, and it's really important that both of us are on the same page.
Right.
Then I think the best thing would be to just go and do what you've got to do and not think too much. But again, tends to be on your mind, especially if you're trying to lift and it goes out.
Like that one.
Yeah, and it reiterates the fact that you are playing from a side where it's difficult for you to open.
Right. So that's the kind of point that's going to lift him, but he needs to get more of that.
Yeah, he needs to play that. He definitely needs to force Ankalong to like lift those and keep those shuttle down.
Down, yeah.
It's going to be hard for Ankalong to get it all the way at the back.
So you need to try and force him to do that in order for you then to finish off.
Yes.
A 4-point lead here, Ankalong. So he might try to overcompensate as well.
Yeah, to make sure that his lifts are going back.
Right.
It's really important, I would say, at this point, who's going to take charge of the net and get that opening and force their opponents to make a mistake.
Well, just a very short while ago, he had a 5-point lead on Ankalong. And it's now down to 2.
Yeah. Like this rally, for example.
14,
Lee took charge of the net and got that weak
Right.
return. And that's something, if he continues doing, it's going to be pretty hard for Ankalong.
Oh, this is starting to get interesting again. It was looking quite one-sided for a while. Very intent look from the Chinese coach. He looked in real trouble, Shi Feng. $15-10 it was. He's won 1 point out of the last 5. From Ankalong. Which means Shi Feng, the momentum has swung his way for now. Didn't he? Just to relieve that pressure on Ankalong.
Service over.
This was a very good rally.
14.
Both players started off by trying to take the net, and then they opened up, and Ankalong finished it with a smash.
That wasn't enough on it from Shi Feng.
Yeah.
Out, and he's in a bit of trouble here, Lee.
14.
He missed it. That was a good shot.
That was a chance for him, right?
Yeah.
3 away now, Ankalong. In Thailand, Ankalong has finished runners-up twice. Runner-up in the Thailand Open twice, 2019 and 2020. He actually played in 2021. The Thailand Masters, which he won. He's going to make a 4th final here.
15-18.
It's a good cross-court smash by Lee. He really needs to make sure he's putting that pressure.
He certainly wants to be applying that as much as possible.
An intense battle at the net.
This is, again, going back and forth. Every time Ankalong looks like he's just starting to run away with it.
Yeah.
Shi Feng pegs him back. Remember, he had a 5-point lead as well in the first game, which he lost at Kalong. Shi Feng is really bearing down now on Kalong.
It's not over until it's over.
Service over.
That
19
is the end
17.
we've talked about. It's faster. That's worked in Kalong's favour. He's 2 away now from winning this match. That looks good.
Challenges call out.
Oh, Shi Feng. I thought it was called the other way, but Shi Feng felt that was in. I thought that might have been in. What do you think?
That's pretty close. It looked into me.
Pivotal point, because if Lee is unsuccessful, we go to match points. It is out.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenge remaining.
3 match points
20
for Kalong.
point 17. Play.
Saves one, Shi Feng.
Service over.
Well played.
20.
He hit that smash really well.
Two more match points for Kalong. Sorry, for Kalong. Shi Feng. The pressure here. He saved another one. That smash is serving him well.
20.
If he can manage to get another smash like that, it's gonna be neck to neck.
Yeah, this is very tight. Now, if you're Kalong, now the pressure's on you again. Because you have, I know you've still got that 1 match point, but he's right on your tail.
Kalong shouldn't hurry up at this point.
Okay, thank you.
One match point remaining. Kalong 2 in a row. Brilliant play from him. Thailand is a happy hunting ground, and he makes his 4th final here on the World Tour.
That was an intense battle. Super exciting match.
Excellent work from Kalong to beat Shi Feng in a match that seesawed back and forth.
19, 21, 21.
They'll be delighted to make it all the way. Finishing it off nicely at the net. Lee overall was the better with the conditions, wasn't he?
He was, but Lee definitely fought back. Had he done what he did towards the end earlier on, he'd have had an advantage. But Kalong definitely chose the right shots, played the right game, and eventually is the winner.
Excellent work there from Hong Kong China's Ng Ka Long, the 4th seed, advances to the Thailand Masters men's singles final by beating Shi Feng 19-21, 21-8, 21-19 in 64 minutes. And at this point, I'd like to thank Ashwini Ponapap for being with me in the commentary position. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Service over.
So we are now into our 6th match here at the Thailand Masters 2023. It's women's doubles. Baek Na-ha and Lee So-hee of Korea up against China's Li Wenmei and Liu Xuanxuan, the 5th seeds. Well, it would have been great to have had our women's doubles specialist with us, but here we are. A possibility for an all-China affair. Of course, the Aimsad sisters there who play